3 straights. Focus. 2. Target lock. Bank. And focus.
Yep. Yeah. Just be careful.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, something went funny a bit ago and I lost internet connection.
Oh.
And I've only just realised I've come back now. I've only just come back. I've got no idea what happened.
Are you on a cable or a Wi-Fi connection?
I'm on a cable, but this happened last year as well.
Okay.
It would just every now and then just suddenly go, oh, I've kind of lost connection for a bit. And I had to wait. I had to disconnect, reconnect, and
Miranda drops the booklet.
there was, like I say, last year, the problems I had in Paris were multiple. There wasn't just one thing that went wrong.
Yeah.
It was a bunch of stuff that went wrong. And between it was me testing out the new software overlay software, which was obviously its first ever run, so it was probably pushing things a lot further than it needed to be. And a cable went bad, a piece of hardware went bad, and that cable, the internet kept disconnecting. There was a whole bunch of problems last time. But anyway, so welcome back to round 4 and stage 2 of the System Open Series event 2018 in Paris, France. I am joined by Rick Porcius. Rick, say hello.
Hello, guys.
If you've gone to any System Open Series this year, you've seen Rick Porcius. True, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Did you go to Poland?
No, I missed the Polish one and I missed the Italian one.
Italian, you weren't at Italy either, that's right, I did notice you weren't there. I did notice that. So anyway, we're on to round 4, stage 2 of competition. I need to get the timer up on the screen. There are 1 hour and 11 minutes to go. Let's just put it as 1 hour 10. And then hopefully my clock will slow down at some point. And here we go. So we've got on the right side of the table, we've got Luke Sheldon from Brighton playing the Triple Defenders, X7 crack shots. He's got he's got an orange glaive and a green glaive. And on the left side of the table, we've got Sascha playing Miranda Donny and Captain Nim. So welcome to your first edition Nightmares.
Yeah, that's true.
This is, well, I mean, it's not like the worst of the Nightmares, but it's like I was saying to someone just now, it's the same stuff I've been seeing at every single System Open, and it is beginning. Maybe it's because I've been to all the System Opens, I don't know, but it is getting to a point now where I'm starting to notice, and it might be because they've announced 2.0 as well, who knows.
Maybe,
but I am noticing that I've got not as much interest as I used to have.
Yeah, there's definitely a different vibe among the players. And at the same time, people are more relaxed about the current meta because they know there's a change coming. But you're right about these two lists being a bunch of archetypes that have been
established for a very long time.
Quite a negative.
And a negative impact. What I need to do is I need to do this. I need to change this. He's got one of these is orange. And one of these is green. Okay. So, there we go. 2 glaives, a vessary.
Okay. Yeah. Sascha's definitely not jousting this.
I need to do something with your microphone before we continue. It's been a bit loose. I want to disconnect. of that. Just hold it in your hand. Turn it around until it locks good and tight. And then we plug the cable back in. Cool.
Miranda, Booklet.
Right, you're back on now, so they'll be able to hear you. Don't play with that, please, because that's the problem I'm having this time around.
Yeah, I figured I'd tight it.
Because it's got this slight chamfer bezel, and it's a very smooth plastic. This isn't gripping, and underneath it's not flat either. It's got like a couple. It's got holes, and there's a metal bar there, and so these aren't able to grip very well. Yeah. So if I start pulling them all the way back, they start levering too much and falling off.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. So
yeah. That's what happened earlier. For those of you that were watching, heard the sudden as a microphone fell to the floor. So yeah.
Oh, that's a bump.
So Miranda and Nim are trying to kite the defenders round, maybe trying to drag them through a bomb field, huh?
That's probably the game plan. Just playing defensive, make sure you don't get shot at whilst the defenders are eating bombs.
And so Nim decides to go head on to fire his harpoons. He wants to get maybe Vessery off the table first, would you say?
I wouldn't say he's going to shoot a harpoon now, because there's a focus and an evade on the defender. And if you have only one shot to do it, it's probably not going to cut it. But he is taking the target lock.
Here we go.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
And it's hard, again, to fire down on an X7 defender.
Yeah. You might try to just get one hit in, just to get the harpoon condition going.
First harpoon from Rim.
Yeah, we'll see what he does. Looks like he is removing a token.
We have to say, another one of the Dutch players that was present at virtually all the System Open series. We have to say, shout out to Nat Fan. And say, Fan, we missed you in Italy and here in France.
I don't think he went to Poland either.
No, of course not. It's a bit far for him. I mean, obviously,
I've done one more than Fan. Yeah,
one more than Fan. And you've got your Coruscant invitation.
Yeah, I've got two of them.
Yep, two of them. Not everyone can say that.
I'll definitely be going.
See, that's where you've robbed someone. You've robbed someone the opportunity to go.
Maybe. I asked. I went 6-0 in the German hyperspace.
We were talking about this the other day. We were talking about how with the invitation system for the next World Championship, it will mean that more European players go. No, probably. Because suckers like you come along and take two.
Yeah. But does that mean I can take twice the amount of points or go hanger based?
No. It means that one European less can go.
I asked my round 6 opponent in the hyperspace, like, do you want to go to Coruscant? Because I'm ready to just fly my ships off the board. No, I can't go anyway. Okay, then we'll just play the game.
Who knows? It's a shame anyway. But I mean, like I say, one of the things we were talking about is and I said to you there was I have a post that's coming, but it's a big one. It's a very big one. It's one. I mean, I'm known for being someone that, once I start writing, it's very hard to stop. So I try to avoid situations where I get into really deep, long posts. But it happens all the time. And this one about the World Championships and the change and stuff like that is going to be a big one. Where you've got, we talked about it through messages, you and myself, that the change of moving to an invite-only system isn't a good idea. Because world organised play isn't present all world over. Yeah. So, for example, Justin Fua in Singapore doesn't have any organised play, and he would never have been able to. If you'd have had an invite system from the beginning, he would have never have been able to make it to a World Championship to win. Same thing with Simeon Delapino, who won this year. He hadn't won a regional in the last season. He made some tops, but hadn't actually won a championship. And so he wouldn't have been able to go. And the same thing with Nantos. When Nantos won, he didn't go. When Nantos went, and here's the interesting thing about the post, the stuff that's coming in the post. When Nantos won in 2016 in November, he at that point you only got guaranteed entry to World Championships if you won a regional in the US.
Yeah, that's true.
And then it was
Nowadays it's
after
for
that
all the
they
world.
said that like all world are over, and so that opened up the thing. So you turn around and say, no, but now there'll be more championships, and now everyone, there's still championships in Europe, they all get invitations and stuff like that. It's like, okay, but let's go back to 2016 when nobody had a guaranteed seat from Europe unless they won a national, and you have 11% of the world's competitors for all worlds play were not American citizens.
We've got a fancy trajectory going on in the game, by the way.
He's throwing that thermal detonator.
So that's probably going to hit all 3 defenders with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if he 3 banks to the right now. That would be a good move.
It's a bank. Yeah, 3 bank to the right.
Good move. Might be able to barrel out of most of those arcs. That's a good move. But back to the change to world system. On the other hand, I do like the fact that they changed the system to an invite system. Because it means they're the way tickets are sold right now, it's just first come, first serve.
True.
Which is what I don't like about it either. Which basically means there are a whole bunch
what I
of
have to be
Americans.
clear about is that I'm not saying that I'm against an invite system. I think a hybrid system would be the best option. Invites
system,
and then also have, for example, I've posted about it before. My ideal situation would be you have Worlds for 2 days. In October 2019. So for example, Saturday and Sunday. And you want to get like 200 people through your invite system. And then, hang on, he's lost those shields, hasn't he? Yeah. 2 shields on the glaives.
3. Wow. Very hot. Very hot. Oh, yes.
And I can't, there's a lot of reflection on Vessery. Looks like he's got 2 shields left.
Same target.
And this software has taken a dump. Okay, it's back up to speed. Looks like it anyway. That one's okay. This one down, this one down. No, wrong button.
3. Wow.
Okay, done.
Give me some
Good dice.
Is that 3? Is that 3? That's 3 shields on the first glaive, so no damage there. So it's just 1 glaive that took 2 damage and has lost another shield for an attack.
Range 3.
And
Did all 3 of them take 1 damage from the harpoon?
no, well, I can see 3 shield tokens on there and on there. He's crack-shotted as well. I can see 3 shield tokens on Vessery and on the orange glaive.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry.
3 shields off of Miranda,
Yeah.
That's good.
not 4-3.
Ooh, he whiffed there.
Oh, and we've got some fast dice play going on. This one's going to be an interesting one to keep up with.
With the attack roll,
Yeah,
Miranda, but, unfortunately didn't do anything.
Okay, and they go back to dials. So yeah, what I was saying is my ideal situation would be you want your World Championship to be Saturday, Sunday, 200 people from invites, and then you run maybe 1 or 2 day qualifier, like the last
That would be
opportunity
really
to qualify on the Thursday, Friday, and that's open
get
to
a
everyone
bunch
the
of
same sort of
wild cards
system.
in,
You want to get
yeah.
like 300, you want to get another 100 people, so your World Championship is 300 people on the Saturday. Yeah? So 100 people qualify from those 2 things and go through
So like
to
a 300 player tournament, and everybody who goes like 4-2 or something gets
something
it.
like that. Or maybe if you're going to do 2 flights, take the top 50 from each flight, and then you've got 300 players on the Friday, on the Saturday.
I think another one of the problems is the 3-day system at Worlds right now, because mainly the venue is too small.
Yeah. I mean, they could, but if it now it's going to be just X-wing, I think they can get 300 players in there. We've got 300 players in here, and there's plenty of space.
It doesn't feel like 300 players.
No, sorry, it's 248 or something like that was the final, but it was
Still
300
doesn't
signed
feel
up.
like
It was
248.
there was space set up for 300 players. And so the problem is that when you go back to 2016 and look at the player numbers, the players that were not United States citizens were 11% of the total field. And that was when they weren't allowing regional guaranteed places for the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Fast forward to this year, now you're giving regional buys for all over the world, regional seats for all over the world, so you'd expect that number to go up from 11%. went up to 15%.
15, yeah.
So you turn around and you tell me, oh no, the idea is it's really good that we get more invitations, but invitations do not mean participation in Worlds.
True, because it's still quite a commitment for
It's a
European
big commitment,
or anyone else in the world to go to the US.
Unless you've got the flight and accommodation paid for, it's not an easy decision to make.
Otherwise, you're definitely looking at a €1,000 trip at least.
Easiest to go to Minnesota from the UK. I think the cheapest price in general is something like £500.
Yeah,
something. And that's booking it well in advance and having to have a stopover in Iceland or something silly like that.
Yeah, and take a very long flight, like 16 hours or something.
Yeah. So it's difficult. So like I say, my ideal situation would be not to focus solely on invites, but to have a last chance qualifier on that same week. Make it a big event. Those people that don't qualify for the World Championship Saturday, Sunday, get other events like the Epic stuff and stuff like that.
Registration now. We will be closing drops.
Miranda's not in a great spot. She had to slam, so she won't regen this turn. And she's gonna get shot at. Will be range 3, part of it obstructed.
Could you put a finger on him?
Yeah, and another bomb.
Iron bomb.
That's clever. Make sure you can get away with Miranda next turn. Didn't see he had iron bombs. I thought he had.
He's got iron bombs and thermals on Nim.
Iron bombs and thermals. I thought
He's
he
got
had
bomblets.
thermals and protons.
Bomblets on Miranda. Bomblets and iron bombs on Miranda. So anyway, he spent one ion bomb and one thermal detonator on Nim now. So we should take those off. And we can have that appear on screen. I just realised something. I'll be right back.
Sure thing.
Just a focus token.
Well, come back. First. Oh, sorry, first.
Let's check. Yes, all three? No. So this one gets the damage, and all get iron token.
Do you have iron tokens with you?
Yeah, in my box.
So all 3 defenders are ironed with the iron bomb.
Okay.
I wonder who took the Sabine damage.
With TLT on Vessery. Yeah.
Center guy. Oh, he's getting TLT dead.
One hit. Okay. Second shot.
So all shields gone on.
Focus for one.
All 3 defenders are ironed because of the iron bomb.
And his Vessery's lost all of his shields now.
Vessery's shieldless now.
First. We're in range 3.
Yes.
2 hits and a blank, and one evade and 1 focus.
Ship and this.
Already used his crack shot.
And white.
Oh, is that in? That's going to be close.
So.
Yes.
Okay. Go on then.
Speaking on dice.
Okay.
3 hits there, and 1 evade, 2 focuses looks like.
Focuses.
2 damage.
3 damage. That's 2 health left from Miranda.
3 damage? Okay, yeah.
And that's all the shots.
I'm getting very slow connection now. Not dropped anything yet.
Yeah, and they're all eating another bomb next turn as well, of course. Yeah, Sascha is in a pretty good spot to win this game right now.
Yeah. I mean, for example, it's not an unwinnable matchup for the defenders.
It's definitely not impossible.
No, we've got Archie here who has been playing defenders at all the system opens and has done very well. I think actually Archie I don't think he went to Poland, but I think I've seen him at every single other one. I've seen he was definitely at Italy. He was in the UK, I think. No, maybe not. Maybe he wasn't in the UK. I don't remember.
I don't think I've met him yet.
You not met Archie?
No, I don't think I have.
Oh no way! Archie's amazing.
So we won. Sorry, what's your team?
I do know Sascha. Sascha won the 2016 Copenhagen Open.
Copenhagen Open, yeah. Having defeated Karol Pietrowicz from Team Poland.
Yeah, that's true.
There's been a development in the ETC. That Karol is no longer part of Team Poland for the ETC.
Is he?
No, it's he wasn't. They decided he wasn't selected, so he stepped aside and allowed Łukasz Golonka to take on the role of captain. And so there's the 6-man team for the Polish ETC Championship, European Team Championship, will be without Karol Pietrowicz this year.
That's an interesting.
Interesting development, of course. What the development that everyone's waiting for is the Dutch team, but they're not.
I don't think that's
even
going
the
to
French,
happen,
even
to
the
be
French
honest.
are doing a team this year.
Really, yeah. It's
And the
just,
Germans, I think the Germans are getting one together.
It's just the fact that it's in the pretty much in the middle of
No,
national
it's
season.
it's the fact that you don't have official prizes because there's no acrylics. You're all like,
not
we don't care.
necessarily.
We only care if there's acrylics. I want my shield tokens. I need 50 more of them.
No, I don't. I wouldn't need more shield tokens. I'm definitely considering going for the United Nations team myself.
Oh, wicked! Excellent.
So I do really like that setup of having one United Nations team, but it's just the fact that it's either just too expensive to go next to all the other events people have already went to, or there's a couple guys having babies. And,
So 1 damage onto the Green Glaive Squadron, and it looks like
Okay, other
now Miranda. Nope.
all bets are off for the next turn, of course.
That was a quick turn.
That was a very quick turn.
like-
not
I
a
was like,
single
hang on,
defender had a
the-
shot, so that one pretty quickly.
The two of them roll their dice quick, huh?
Yeah, it's just Miranda slammed, and it was just Nim shooting, of course.
One TLT attack.
I'm happy turrets go away. Will make the game more interesting.
We'll see. The question is how long. And here's
That's
here's
definitely true.
here's some controversial evidence.
Yeah.
Okay. You look back at when Frank Brooks and Alex Davey got involved in X-Wing, and it was just after Wave 3. Okay. So then you look at all the stuff that people complain about, like TLTs, turrets from Wave 5, the Outrider, auto thrusters, and all these the NIM. Trajectory simulator, blah 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 blah.
Those guys came up
and
with,
it's like this is stuff that they did, and so they're not exactly their hands aren't exactly clean here. And it's not to say that they've not got the opportunity to do it better the second time round, but it's not exactly like they. I mean, a large part of the problem was made by themselves, and you can say that it was because they had very limited design space. Yeah, but then they knew what they were working with. Why did they try and do some of the stuff they did? The Jump Master as well.
Yeah, that
so-
was definitely a design error.
And so we have to wait and see, really, because, I mean, even though right now Wave 1 of X-Wing 2nd Edition has not got turrets, has not got such and such, has not got such and such, who knows what situation we'll be in by Wave 8 of 2nd Edition.
That's true.
Because obviously you think about how Wave 1 of 2nd Edition has more stuff than Wave 1 of 1st Edition had, and they've still got to keep designing on top of that.
And a lot of times a bunch of cards that became a problem were sleeper cards that were already in the game for a long time but didn't have the right combination to go with it yet. So it's definitely possible other freakish combos are going to become
And to a certain extent, I understand exactly what happened with the Jump Master, because when they did the K-Wing and they did the Punisher, they were expecting torpedoes to take off in a big way, and they were still useless. And so the punishing one was the Jump Master was just kind of like, Now we're going to make torpedoes work. We're going to make torpedoes worthwhile. And yeah, they did it. The torpedoes were definitely worthwhile.
Yeah, like you said, torpedoes were good then.
Yeah.
Then they came up with harpoon missiles.
Yeah.
TOT.
Which is even one step above and beyond.
Yeah. I guess we could argue that maybe they were kind of like testing. At that point, they were just testing out crazy stuff for second edition. Just sitting there, go, you know, what sort of stuff, crazy stuff works and what doesn't. And the idea of like using a missile without having to spend your target lock and stuff like that was, well, no, not such a good idea. Dead defender.
That's a dead defender.
And yeah, time ticking away.
Yes.
So back to us.
Ouch, looks like it's Sascha's game to win now. Has the top one still got 3 shields?
Maybe just 2. It's hard to see because there's a lot of glare.
There's a lot of glare, it's very hard to see.
I'll pop over.
Yes.
5 straight, trying to catch Miranda.
Yes, it has full shields.
Still has full shields.
They're in a little L-shaped pattern.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
So, just give me a second here.
5 straight. That's Riot, right? The one that's so full.
The one that's blue is Ryad.
Oh, the one that's blue is Riot.
No, sorry, Vessery. Sorry. There are 2 glaives. There's no Ryad here.
Oh, there's no Riot.
There's no Ryad. There's 2 glaives and Vessery.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't think he can slam out of that one. Well, maybe with a 3 straight, because he's slightly at an angle.
Yeah, 3 straight. And slamming 3 bank. Left.
This was already the slam, the 3 straight.
Oh, was it? Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad. Not out of arc though, I don't think. The question might just be in range 3.
Yeah, because he was slightly at an angle, he might get to range now.
Yeah.
Tries to get a lock on this guy.
Looks like a target block. Yes, that's a target block.
Ooh.
Nope.
No range.
Barrel roll.
Let's see. Oh, barrel.
Barrel rolls
And just TLT.
left.
No, TOT. Yep.
So Nim fires on Glaive Squadron. 3 hits, 2 and a crit, and a blank and 2 evades. Gets saved.
Might have been 1 eyeball in there.
Yeah, and 1 hit this time around. Get easily evaded from the defender.
Okay. Dials then.
Defender doesn't have range from Miranda, so they go back to Dials.
It's a
Fast
very,
play.
very difficult game to catch Miranda.
Yeah.
Especially when she's that fast with the 3 bank, 3 forward slam. And there's still a bomblet he needs to worry about.
Yeah. And I'm not sure exactly what good Vessery's going to do from there.
Yeah, Vessery's already out of shields. If he eats the bomblet, it's 1 to a maximum of 3 damage. Most likely 2. It's not something you want.
Free bank. X7 evade. Target locks. And Vessery 4K.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Off the board.
Off the board, yeah, that's the game.
That was a close one. I mean,
That
it was a risky move.
That's another strength of,
So
of
not
having the bomb there.
Not happy, Luke.
manipulating the other player into making a bad move. It's a very strong pilot ability for Rebel Nim.
Yeah. So he was in a situation where if he'd have headed towards the bomblet, he risked taking damage from that anyway, and putting him in a situation where he couldn't recover from anyway. So maybe the 4K was the best turn. The asteroid clued him into the fact that he wouldn't have space to do it from his positioning, but it was that or try and eat the bomblet and see what happens there. So I guess
he probably might have been better off 2-turning and barrel rolling, but then he would have had TLT shots from Nim to worry about.
Exactly.
With no mods.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a bad position to be in either way.
Nope. Okay. No shots.
So no shots from either. Next
And
turn.
we're moving into the end game. Well, this is like, at least they're going to get one quick game today. It's always nice to have a quick game, and that means I can do the interviews a little bit more relaxed. And I don't
have to rush through it. Exactly.
I don't have to run around like a crazy man afterwards. And we've got some interesting players today, though. We've got George Delapinas here, James Andrew Finlayson from the UK. He's one of their best qualified players as far as regionals are concerned this year. We've got from Spain, we've got Alberto Nogales, Anders playing a kite as well. From France, obviously we've got a huge representation from France. Some of the best players from France there, François Corret, Nicolas Elrond, I think is his name. And we've got Dutch, you're obviously here, Dutch players are here.
Yeah. And Wouter Ouwehand, the Europeans runner-up, is here as well.
Yes, yes, we saw him earlier on round 2.
Wouter,
yeah. Did you enjoy the European Championship?
I really did, yeah.
No, you're supposed to say no because I wasn't there.
That was a shame, we did miss you.
No, yeah, I missed it as well. It was really sad. It makes you sad to be like, it's like I put up a post when it was Worlds, and you can see all of your friends like going, we're going to Worlds, and you're like, oh. And then like European Championships was even more so because like obviously last 2 years I've been there, and being my sister's house and being next door and stuff like that, and it's just like it's easy for me. And it was kind of like, it's kind of like something's gone wrong. And I was really surprised. I've got to speak to them later. I was really surprised about how there were no streams.
There were no streams at all.
Not even for the L5R and stuff like that. And I was like, I was surprised by that.
Part of it was because of the new privacy laws in the Europe. Because we didn't have to sign anything, so they couldn't share anything.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Is that if that was the case, if I'd have gone, would I have been allowed?
They would probably have to sign a disclaimer where you're.
They're making me do that today.
Yeah.
They're making me ask everyone to sign a thingy.
Yeah. Probably a good thing.
Yeah. Because even though I'm not part of them, it's completely separate. But
still, you're streaming to the outside world, so.
Yeah. Okay. Now it looks like a dead glaive is coming up.
Oh, he has to barrel to survive the bomb.
Yeah.
But he might have barreled into the trajectory range now. It's close. It's very hard to see from this angle on the screen.
I would guess if Nim launches a bomb, I would think that bomb would be just out of range 1 from the glaive. They're at a slight angle together, so it maybe. Because I think the bomb with a trajectory simulator, where's my thing? Here it is, would land around about here.
Something like that.
Yeah. And I think that's just out of range 1, that distance there.
Yeah. That'll be difficult. We'll see what he does. I don't know how many bombs he has to spare. Like 1 thermal, 1 ion left?
Yes.
Yeah. He might save it up for later, I don't know. He still has genius, I think. And if you can genius bomb somewhere,
if he's got,
So he might be able to afford just shooting a torpedo now. Or a harpoon missile. Ah, it's just turning out.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't think.
Yeah, and Nim is still 5 shields, so he can take the beating.
I don't think that what's his face? Miranda's got range.
No, Miranda just slammed out, so
Yeah.
that's probably a good thing because she has only 3 health left. And with the regen, if you blank out your defense roll, you might get an unlucky direct hit
Yeah.
and still die.
Do you know why? Ed, do you know why? Because he got eliminated.
I got eliminated.
You win games, he doesn't.
Good riddance.
Yes.
That's
So 2 shields off a Nim. Not really enough to do anything.
It's still the 0 points.
Yeah. So what he's going to do now is obviously the glaive is going to do a free speed maneuver. Nim's just going to free turn left and drop a bomb on him.
I don't think he's gonna 3 turn because it's a red maneuver for Nim.
Oh no. Well, he dropped a bomb before. I don't know. It's going to be. Oh, look at it. He goes straight here and just drops with genius.
Yeah, he can just turn away.
Or thermal or launch. Launches it forward.
He's now definitely into trajectory range.
Yeah.
And Nim still has the health to eat his own bomb, so it's probably going to be.
And there goes. That I think is just out of range 1.
I might hold on to the bomblet.
Yeah. Next round that could be very helpful.
Because he's past the other bomblet anyway, so it doesn't really matter anymore.
Yeah.
With 3 bank. Might even not slam now and just regen with the TLT. If he has range.
Him?
Let's see what he does now with Nim. Whether he gets the trajectory or. Yep, that's an iron bomb.
Yeah, trajectory simulator. Buy iron bomb.
And think it's a bump.
And a 3 bank. That bumps.
Yeah, because it's scream.
Okay.
Yeah, the 3 bank would have been a good move either way. Because if he would have gone straight, he would have had a perfect trajectory or a genius bomb drop and still hit Riot. Now he might even hit his own ship with the ion. It's gonna be close. Let's see how it looks like when the templates are removed. It's probably just in his own bomb range.
Yeah. So yeah, he holds the bomblet.
I do think he holds it. Yeah, that's in his
The
own
iron bomb detonates.
Iron for me, iron for you.
They're both ironed.
Yes.
And then Sabine gives a damage
Sabine
to
does
the
one
defender.
damage. If he remembers to do it.
No, he's done it. He's taken the shield off.
He's taking the shield.
Yeah, look, 2 shields.
Okay, that's the picture. It looks kind of
Yeah,
like there's a shield there.
Yeah. With the gloss of the card sleeves and the reflection of the lights, it does kind of it all blend together.
So there's the iron move.
And then Nim's just going to drop a thermal detonator.
That's probably.
Oh no, he doesn't.
Oh, he has 1 left, but
does he
no,
reveal?
he can't drop bombs.
He can't do
He
it
can't do it with Genius anymore either, since the new FAQ.
Yeah.
He's probably going to barrel out of this, but then that means he's going to eat a range 1 primary shot of Nim if he barrel rolls. If he stays there, he's just going to eat the bomblet. So I'll just focus and pray for the best.
Yes. Then Miranda. Part 2.
Just to focus.
Jim.
And then does clear it, it won't have a shot.
So one forward, drops the summer. Yep. Genius.
Oh, we should call a judge for this one, maybe. Because he's doing a genius drop when he's high-end. And you're not allowed to.
Yeah, and lock you, I can't roll. So take a focus. Okay. Both. First, thermal, so 1 damage for me and a stress token. Yeah. Guys. You're nice. But I have genius. Yeah, but as you don't reveal the maneuver.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Is this with genius too? Yeah, but genius after the maneuver. Even if one function, I do have one forward. Yeah, you do one forward, but you don't reveal the maneuver. But for genius, I have to reveal.
They're not realising the difference made in the fact.
Okay, yeah, now I got it. I see it on my card. Okay, I can't drop the thunder. Yes. On genius is road.
You have to review and execute a maneuver according to the genius card.
Drop before, so I can't before, so I can't use genius. So only this one.
So game state has been restored.
Okay, so do I roll 2 dice?
2, yes.
And then Sabine. So that'll be 2 and Sabine.
2, yes, and Sabine.
Takes 2 damage on the defender. No
Sabine.
shields left.
That's
1
2
damage card for Sabine. And
that's painful.
he doesn't have a right. So there's no So that's it. Back to dials again. So not quite the end of the game yet. But I think we've got 1 round left in it.
I think Nim still has a harpoon. So if he does a fast K turn, Nim might turn in. Shoot the harpoon.
Did you see the?
I saw they have the new ships.
They have the new ships. Yeah.
They're all in French.
It's funny. When I got here, I saw them. I was like, oh, I put them on camera. And they were like, yeah, okay. You can open if you want.
You can open them.
And I was like, you sure? And they were like, let me check. And then they said, no. And I was like, but you know what? On Tuesday, somebody else is going to have them, and they're going to open them. So
that is true. I would love to see the ship in person, just to hold it and see
yeah,
if there's
that Reaper's enormous, isn't it? Look at it.
Yeah, that Reaper is
huge. And that's on a small base in first edition.
Yep.
Whip. Palpatine.
And it's it must be longer than a silencer even.
It's long. It's bigger than the U-wing.
It's bigger than the
I
U-wing.
reckon it's bigger than the U-wing, and the U-wing's on a large base.
Yeah.
Yeah. And looking at it, really, I was thinking about it earlier. In comparison, the VCX is probably the biggest ship on a large base.
Yeah.
And that hangs over the edge on all sides. I reckon, in relation of size, VCX to large base, that one is even bigger to a small base in relation. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It does look really good.
It's huge.
It's a good barrel from Sascha, barrel out of arc.
And he's going to take a crit.
I had to spend both
And
tokens.
that crit is stun pilot. No, damage cockpit.
PS0, doesn't really matter.
Not at this
One
point.
hull left and a harpoon condition. That's pretty much the game right there.
Yeah, it's been like that for the last 5 minutes. So
Yeah.
yeah, there wasn't.
Last 15 minutes probably.
Yeah, it's not. There's no surprise. It's been a shame for Luke to see things go that way. Oh,
It's just it's not a great matchup. I reckon it's better than regular aces,
Yeah.
the defenders, because they can take a bit more of a beating.
Computer, why are you so slow? There we go. Done. Do you know what do you plan to do tonight?
I have no idea.
I'm going to go watch Solo. I've not seen it yet.
What are you going to watch?
Solo.
Solo.
I've not seen it yet. No. Where I live, there's like one cinema that's close by,
Yeah.
and the next one's like an hour and a half away. And the close by one is a small town cinema, so it doesn't put it on in English, and I can't watch Star Wars in Spanish. So I had
You
to
have
wait.
to take care. It's not in French here.
No. I've checked. I've made sure of that prior to arrival. They do the English version with subtitles in French.
That's watchable.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good movie. I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tend to keep very spoiler free. I pay no attention to anything and do quite a good job of that. I don't even watch. I
won't
watch
say
trailers.
anything. I'm happy to hear your reaction.
I don't even watch trailers. One thing I will say is I've always been a fan of Lando. And the guy that does Lando, I liked him from Community and the rap music that he does and stuff like that. Has always been someone who's made me laugh, and so I'm interested to see how he does the role. I think that's it, isn't it? No, they're still going.
Still
okay, so there's still one damage card to go on the Glaive squad. Oh gosh. I've got a slow connection today. It's lagging.
K-turn. There's no more trajectory bumps, so.
Yeah.
I got the download.
He flipped it when he did the genius drop, and forgot to put it back up. So he should still have a bomb
Yeah.
when he was ironed.
I think I got the second.
But it may have influenced the decision from Luke to make the K-turn now.
No, he's
He
letting
does
do it.
the trajectory. Yeah, then this game.
Okay, first we ran up, but I think it's going well.
Yeah,
And that's the end of it.
that's the handshake.
Okay, thank you very much for joining me, Rick. You're not obviously going to play Hangover, so I won't say good luck for the other game.
I've had my share of backswing.
Well, I'll see you later on, and I'll go get some interviews with those two. Thank you. Sure.
Best arena game.
Okay, Luke, move yourself a little bit closer, because these microphones have been prone to fall off the table today.
Good. I'll
so we try not to extend them too far
Fair
past their
enough.
reach. Well done for going 3-1
3-1 so
so
far,
far, right? So you're not out of the tournament
No,
yet.
not yet.
And we see you got the System Open target locks.
Yes.
So you did quite well at Yavin.
I did alright at Yavin. I made the stage 2 and then the same story. I think it was. It might have been Nimrando as well, actually.
Yeah, we called it Yavin. It's Birmingham, brother.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Birmingham. Sorry, last year habits.
Yeah.
Birmingham. Yeah, so it's the same story.
Were you playing the same list?
Same list in Birmingham, yeah, and then
Right.
I nicked it. Well, I say nicked it, but used saw it going flying in Poland because I was there as well, just having a laugh there, really.
Archibald.
Sorry?
Archibald.
Maybe.
Guy with Stockholm t-shirt.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I can't remember his name. I'm really bad with names, but
Yeah.
yeah, probably. Yeah, he was a lovely guy and he flew it really well. I was just like, oh, that looks really fun.
I think he's been to 5 out of the 6 System Opens. And he's made top at all of them. I think.
Right. Okay. I'm trying to see.
I'm not sure. I didn't go to Poland, so I don't know what he did at Poland. But obviously in Copenhagen he made top. In Hanover, I'm pretty sure he made top. In UK,
Yeah, he smashed it. Yeah.
He didn't go UK, but he went in Italy. He came and he got top 8.
Wow.
Yeah, he did really well. So anyway, what about as far as a matchup for you? It's not an unwinnable matchup, no? The triple defenders against Miranda Nim.
It's not unwinnable. I'm alright pilot with the list, and obviously other people flew much better. Yeah, I flew my ship off the board, which really kicked me in the chest a bit.
Yeah. In that situation, was it because you had the bomblet and you were kind of like thinking,
thinking
if I go towards the bomblet, I'm likely to take damage there, and I'm running low on hull as it is.
Yeah, pretty
so
much.
if I do that, let's see if I can just manage to squeeze that in.
Yeah, I was really confident about it, or relatively. And then my opponent pointed out that if I'd measured the distance of Vessery's base to the asteroid, I could have sussed it out. But I've nenever been a player that clicks that properly. And I've always struggled with this list. I struggled to keep track of the bombs, and he was doing a brilliant job locking me down. I was talking to him about it. He controlled it really well. I just couldn't keep up. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there we go. So that's one loss for you. You can still win 2 more and go on.
I'll certainly try.
It's a very competitive field. We've got some very high level players here. George is doing very well. Ed's doing very well. I've not been keeping up to date with everybody, but we'll see. And how did you do at Euros?
Didn't go to Euros.
Did you not?
No, I missed Euros out.
You what?
I missed Euros out. Just
because?
Yeah, just didn't have money.
I had my kid's birthday. I don't.
That's a better excuse than being lazy. I was just lazy.
No, I was just figuring that you're in the UK missing Euros.
No, it was an option, but I was coming here and I just thought, nah, I'm spending a bit too much money around.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for appearing on stream.
Thank you for
There's a piece of paper I have to have you sign before you walk off. But yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.
Cool. Thanks. Cool.
Okay. Right. Sascha, well done.
Thank you.
So 4-0.
Yes, already.
2 more matches to go. Only got to win one of them to make Sunday.
Yeah, that's.
Is it you've been? I know I saw you at Hanover. Were you at Copenhagen?
No, I can't go to Copenhagen because I have to judge my own regional, so no time for Copenhagen.
So System Open series you've already done.
I played
Italy.
in Bologna and judge in Hanover.
In Hanover you didn't play. So you've only played in Italy.
Only play in Italy. Yes.
Right. Okay. So in Italy you didn't make top, did you? You didn't make day 2.
No, I played Ghost Fan and go through to stage 1 with 2-1 and then gets Archie with triple defenders, the same list as yet, and it took 15 minutes to get my Ghost out of the game, and then
Okay. All right. So you're in the shot today. Let's see how things go for you between the next game and tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah,
so hopefully everything goes well for you. And of course, for those of you that weren't aware, me and Rick have already mentioned it. Sascha won the first Copenhagen System Open in 2016.
Yes.
Which was then called the Naboo Open. The same weekend as we had the Tatooine Open in Spain. Your one finished a little bit earlier than we did, but yeah, that was they were like the 3rd and 4th System Open in Europe. Because we had France and 4th and 5th because we had France and Poland the same weekend, and then UK.
In 2016, yes.
Yeah, and then the week after was Copenhagen.
I
and
got
Spain.
to the France 2016, so.
Right, cool. Okay, so yeah, it's a good list. Last time you played Lothal Fen in Italy, and so this time you've gone for Miranda Nim. What's your kind of feeling between those 2 lists? Like, obviously they're the 2 boogeyman lists.
They are both very, very good, but I see in Copenhagen, in Bologna, many players know how to beat Ghost Fen.
Yeah.
And I didn't have much fun with Ghost Fen.
Right.
There's more fun with Nimranda to play them, and I think in the actual meta with the iron bombs, you have good options if you get the mirror match and against some other games.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, thank you very much, Sascha.
Thank you.
Good luck with your next couple of games. Okay. See you later. Your friends.
Goodbye, Simon.
Goodbye, Sascha. Remember.